In this video, I'll show you how to save the newsletter templates from our website and how to download Sumac and use it to customize the templates for your needs. The first thing you're going to want to do is save the newsletter template to your desktop. So choose the one you want and then click View Save. Right-click if you're on a PC and click Save As, and be sure to choose Web Page HTML Only, then click Save. And there it is. Next, if you don't have Sumac downloaded already, you're going to want to download it. This is the program that we'll use to edit the template. So you go to www.sumac-project.org and we find this download. And there it is downloading. Once Sumac has finished downloading, just double click it and choose Run. Now you'll see Sumac here on our desktop. I'll double click to open it up. You don't want it to be your browser and you don't want it to be your email, so you can unclick those. The first time you run Sumac, you're going to want to go to Edit, Preferences, and click on Appearance. Now we want to use this in composer mode, not in browser or mail groups or address book. So we want to make sure that only composer is checked and click OK. Close Sumac and open it up again. And now we're going to have it in composer mode, which is what we want. Now we'll want to open up the template that we saved to the desktop. So go to File, Open File, Desktop, and scroll down until you see the HTML document. That's what you want to look for, HTML. And open it up. And there it is. Now we can edit the template that we just opened up. It's really important to add a personal greeting to your newsletter. And Sumac Nonprofit Software gives you the codes that you can insert. So when you send your newsletter, it automatically fills in the first name for each recipient. So this code right here would fill in the first name. So if it's Mary, it would say Mary. If it was Jenny, it would say Jenny. And then you can fill in your headline. Whatever your headline is. And then you can fill in this information as well. Maybe a little tip or some story, some stories about some of the clients you helped, and you can link to your website as well. Right now this link, actually if you copy it here, it goes to an article on our website that tells you about how to write a story, and this link right here goes to an article on our website that tells you about some ideas for newsletter content from some of the experts. So once you're done with these two links and you don't need this information anymore, you can just delete this. Changing pictures is really easy too. For example, you don't want to have this logo here. You're going to want to have your own logo. So just click on the image, click Image, and then put in the exact URL where your logo is hosted on your website. Remember that in order to change pictures, you must have the pictures hosted on your website somewhere, and you put in the exact URL here. Now, if you want to change the background color, I'll show you how to do that. Click on any one of these boxes. You'll see these two boxes up here. One is for the text color and one is for the background color. You'll see that it says choose color for background. Click there, choose your color. You can also enter HTML color if you have that code, and click OK. And there it is. I'll click Undo. To add links in your newsletter, just click on one of the places where you want to add a link. For example, this is the Facebook one, so we'll click Link, and you would write in your exact link to your page. Right now it just says facebook.com/charity as an example, but you're going to want to replace this with your own. You're going to want to do the same thing with the Donate Now button if you decide to keep it. Click on the Donate Now button and click Link and enter the exact URL of the page that you want to send them to, and click OK. If you want to add an extra column or row, it's really easy. Just click inside and you'll see little arrows here, up and down. If you want to add a row below, click here. If you want to add a column to the right, click there. You'll see it added it in there. You can also add a link to make your newsletter open in a web browser. Because some people may not be able to see email properly, and some older clients don't display HTML at all, it's best to duplicate your email on your website and add a link to it so they can open it in a browser. To do this, just highlight this area and click Link and enter the exact URL of the place where your newsletter or email is duplicated on your website. Finally, you're going to want to give your newsletter subscribers an opportunity to unsubscribe. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see an unsubscribe link here. Just highlight it and click Link and add the exact URL of the page on your website where you can give them the opportunity to unsubscribe. You can do the same thing with subscribe. Add a link here to a page on your website where people can subscribe to your newsletter. This way, if somebody forwards this newsletter to a colleague or a friend, they can subscribe to your newsletter. When you're finished customizing your newsletter, you can click on Preview here to see what your newsletter will look like. And when you're all done, be sure to test. Make sure to test your template several times before using it. If you use Sumac, you can test it out by sending it to yourself and some of your colleagues who use different mail programs and operating systems. Make sure it looks good and fills in the names correctly. When you're happy with it, you can send it out. Sumac is non-profit database software that includes free built-in mass email. Use it to send solicitation letters, newsletters, event invites, and thank you letters. Sumac automatically personalizes each email with information from the records in your database, like name, donation amount, and past activities. Prices start at just $20 a month.